Fury fam, what's up, guys? So, first of all, I just want to apologize to all of you. You have picked a bad team to be a fan of, just like I have. We picked the wrong team to be fans of for this generation. Now, if we were older, if we were, around in the 70s, and if some of you were, congratulations to you. This might have been a good team to root for through the 80s, 90s, at least we'd be in contention. But if you're my age, in my, late 30s, mid 30s, you picked the wrong team. This franchise is just pretty much a mess from top to bottom. I find it crazy that, you could bring up a lot of things. Luck is one of them. You got to say luck sucks. We've had bad injuries. Now Nick Needham goes down, so the cornerback room is even worse. The secondary room is even worse right now. Just because of the injury bug, which no one can control. You can't control it. You can't prevent it. It is what it is. We've lost our starting quarterback 4 games in a row, which is kind of hard to get through, and it's luck. But you can't completely say it's luck, because another thing that's going against this franchise is just poor personnel management and just not being run very well. The reason these quarterbacks keep getting hurt, the reason Skyler got hurt, the reason Tua got hurt, not the second time, but the first time, the reason Teddy's taken a beating, thank God he survived, I don't know how he did today, is because the O-line is absolute pathetic trash. The O-line stinks. And your fix for the O-line was to play a guard at center and to sign a Pro Bowl tackle, but who's injury prone, and wow, newsflash, he's injured. This O-line has been pathetic for over a decade, and it's still pathetic. You have a small QB who has a lot of talent in Tua, and you give him this crap O-line, and you're wondering why he's injured and he's not playing the last couple games? And it's crazy, because looking at this team today, it's crazy. Like, you have to give Tua credit, and a lot of the Tuaneers have been saying this. Maybe they're right. It's amazing and incredible what Tua can do with this team, given how piss poor the offensive line really is. It's amazing. But you have bad luck. Then you have a piss poor O-line, which is the fault of everybody from the coaches to the management to everybody else. Greer, McDaniel, they all deserve some blame for the piss poor O-line. Then we get the injury bug. McDaniel, hey, gutsy call on that 4th down. We got the play. But then Jalen Butterfingers Waddle, the guy didn't even really touch the ball. Waddle just lost it. Just like, and Teddy threw the ball behind him earlier in the game. Teddy threw the ball behind him. Tua puts that ball in a much better place, let's be honest. But he still dropped it, wound up as an interception. And then, the refs, yeah, I'll be honest with you, yes. Most plays in the NFL have some penalty that could be called, and the refs decided, well, we were driving early, to call whatever penalty we committed on every single play, and they hurt us. And I don't know if that was on purpose or what, but they did. At the same time, a lot of those penalties were legitimate, especially a lot of the offensive line penalties, the formation penalties, and that's on coaching. That's on coaching. The fake punt call, didn't like it. Deep in your own territory, didn't like it. Thank God the defense stepped up. But it's interesting, too, if you watch Gesicki today. Gesicki had a good game. He scored a touchdown. So, to me, the way Gesicki was playing, that's 2 games now where he came through big when we needed him. It's kind of a sin, quite frankly, that McDaniel's not playing this kid. He's got a kid in there who drops balls, dropped another one today. Good thing we didn't see any more of him, because he's terrible. He's got another guy that chipped his own tackle. These tight ends are playing over Gesicki. Why? Because they can block? Well, they can't catch. They can't do anything else right. So play Gesicki. But that's on coaching. That's on coaching. And so once again, the Miami Dolphins lose another game. That 3-0 start didn't mean a damn thing. We are now 3-3. And let me tell you something, just to drive this home, guys, and this is why I've had this shirt. I'm not buying another piece of Dolphins merchandise until we win a playoff game. And I'll tell you what, I don't think that's happening this year. The New York Jets just beat the Packers, and the New York Jets are better than us. No joke, they're better than us. They beat us, they beat the Packers, and they are in second place in the AFC East. They have surpassed us. After all this hard work, all this building up of a team, drafting a quarterback at number 5, tearing it all down, stockpiling draft picks, the New York Jets are better than us. The New York Giants, who have less talent with Dayball coming in, are better than us. They're contending for a division. And we are back to rebuilding. Like, this season to me now, at 3-3, this season is not about a playoff spot. This season is not about contending. This season is about, assessing our personnel, just like every season. What can we do in the draft? What can we do, with our personnel, who should we trade for? Who should we sign? Because the season is just a rebuilding year once again. We're not getting anywhere. This new coach with all the hype and fanfare, despite all that, all these new hires that were all Dolphin names and NFL names, despite all that, all these free agent acquisitions, despite all that, we are the same old piss poor, hovering around 500, mediocre Miami Dolphins. And you can put it on the quarterback injuries if you want, but if you do that, you got to put it on the O-line. And if the O-line sucks, the quarterbacks are going to get hurt, and that's what happens. And that's where we are. And that's the fault of the franchise itself. Nobody else. Nobody else. So once again, we lost. That 3-0 start means nothing because now we're 3-3. We're just a mediocre 500 team. We're close neck and neck with the Patriots. The Jets have surpassed us. The AFC, we got a lot of good teams, so we're dropping out of playoff contention every week. And now we got a game next Sunday against the Steelers, who aren't that good this year. Didn't look terrible today. Pickett might be coming on. Would not surprise me if we lost that game too, because we just don't have an offensive line. Period. And now we are down Nick Needham, Byron Jones, who knows when he's coming back. I will say this. Out of all the nonsense that happened today, Noah Igbenogany, even though the announcers couldn't say his name worth a damn, Noah Igbenogany had a decent game. Imagine that. That's the one silver lining, the one bright spot, the one silver lining of this pathetic showing by this pathetic franchise. But next week, we get to look forward to Big Ears Dumbo, Mr. Magoo, Ross coming back, sitting in the booth with his annoying face. And that's going to be great because he sucks and this franchise stinks from the top down. It starts with Ross. It ends with Ross. This team stinks. All the scandals, all the nonsense, all the bad media relations, all the bad interactions, everything starts with that bum, Stephen Ross, and he's an absolute friggin' bum. I wish he was running the Jets instead of the Dolphins. I wish he had bought them because then maybe they'd suck. Instead, they're surpassing us. They are surpassing us. Jalen Waddle, man, great player, but just that end, I don't know, man. You can't make it up. And I feel bad for all you guys, and, I feel a little bit sorry for myself, quite frankly. We just have bad luck. We picked a crappy football team, and there's not much we can do about it. A lot of history, but the future is looking bleak. And right now, this team looks bleak. I'm just being honest. Now, I'm sure I'll collect myself, and this Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time this Wednesday, we will have LG shaking the panel, and we can talk about all this stuff. And we can discuss the Steelers game and discuss this game. It's funny because I knew we were probably going to lose to Cincinnati, but I didn't expect to have Tua knocked out and the controversy of the century go down. I didn't think we would lose to the Jets, but once Tua went out, I thought we'd probably lose to the Jets, especially after they came off their win. But I didn't expect Teddy to be knocked out in the second play and then all this other nonsense to happen. I didn't expect it to catapult the Jets into being much better than us and have going on a run. I expected to lose this game, but I didn't expect to have Needham have a terrible-looking injury and didn't expect Skyler to bust his thumb up. But, this team looks pathetic. Unless you do something with that offensive line and that cornerback position, I don't know what to tell you anymore. I don't know what to tell you. And we are still in purgatory. I'm not getting any joy out of watching the Dolphins every Sunday. This has been an abysmal 3 weeks. And I don't know when it's going to get better. We're supposed to be entering to the soft part of the schedule. No team is soft compared to us. We are the soft part of everybody else's schedule. We are a bum-ass team right now. Making bum-ass decisions, bum-ass plays, and playing like crap. And that's where we are. So hopefully Tua comes back next week and it gives the team some kind of swagger or it gives the team some sort of energy. But from where I'm standing, I'm just sick and tired of it. And I'm not going to sit up here and be Mr. Positivity anymore. I'm sick and tired of this damn team. And I'm sick and tired of this franchise. Luck has been bad, and that's insult to injury, the bad luck we've had with injuries. But if you pile up the bad O-line play, the questionable personnel decisions, questionable plays by the team, penalties, McDaniel trying to kick field goals over 50 yards nonstop every time, looking like Gase Jr. with some of his frickin' play calling, you really start to see that despite having star receivers, star players on defense, all that, we look like crap because the organization is run like crap. The fans deserve better. I am so damn sick of watching this team every friggin' week and then having to come on here and talk to you guys and break more bad news and discuss everything that we hope and pray can maybe happen someday in the future while teams like the Jets are surpassing us. It's a joke. New England goes away, and the Bills are one of the best teams in the league, and now the Jets are where we thought we would be? What a joke. I really got nothing else to say. If you want to, if you like this channel, if you like anything about what I'm saying, if you could at least relate to me and rock with me a little bit, go ahead and smash the like button. Please smash the subscribe button. I really appreciate it. I guess I'll keep doing this channel because I'm stuck with this fandom, and so are you, I guess. So if you got nothing better to do, please hit the subscribe button. And in any event, I will talk to you guys on Wednesday. But again, it's another week of no football for me. And I honestly, I'm not looking forward to next Sunday. I'm not looking forward to anything that has to do with this team right now. So looking forward to talk to you guys, though. Smash the subscribe button. I'll talk to you later. Peace.